Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. You see it at my face, I am not happy, I am even angry. I'm super angry, I can't take it anymore, it hurts a lot. Ciao Juventini, why did I start with these kind of words? Why am I angry? Part of the story is true, the other one is not true. The true story is that I am angry, I am pissed off, and I will explain you why. The other part, I can't take it anymore, it hurts a lot, are the words of Paulo Dybala, our number 10. We know it. International break, the first thing I'm thinking when it's international break, except of the fact that it's super annoying, pain in the, and I will not say the word, except of that is, I hope that our players are not injured. I hope that they travel and they come back as a whole, because it's a disaster. Every time I'm really scared. Every time that the referee is whistling the start of a game, of an international break, I'm praying. I'm praying, saying, please, please, please come back, no injury. What happened? Yesterday, Paulo Dybala starts over Lionel Messi. Congratulations, Paulo. Beautiful. He also started really well because he's doing the beautiful assist to Angel Di Maria for the goal. 1-0, a 1-0 that will also be decisive. Decisive versus who? Versus Uruguay. But the problem is at the 45th minute, we hear the words of Paulo Dybala who's saying, I can't take it anymore. It hurts a lot. Why? Because he was injured again. And we know how much sacrifices Paulo Dybala had to do. We know already how much we missed it in the beginning of the season because of injury. He's gaining form. He's gaining form again and trust in the supporters. And what's happening? Injury. Injury. Yesterday I was doing a live Twitch playing FIFA. I received these messages and I was worried, but it's not over. It's not over because around the 75th minute we have another injury of the other team. So we have 22 players on the team or in the game who's injured, Paulo Dybala, and we have Rodrigo Bentancur. Disaster, 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 disaster. Luckily, Romeo Agresti today made me happy because he said both of the players are not at risk. They are okay, there are no major concern, they should be okay. It was a bit more precautional and they will be back. Yes, precautional, but still annoying. We have a lot of things to say. Today we will speak about Mercato, guys, a lot of new names, especially in the midfield. It is clear that Juventus in January, they will go for a midfielder. Whatever it happens, whoever it is, we go for a midfielder. It can be Witsel, it can be other names that I will reveal you, but first let's start with the front pages of Corriere dello Sport, Italian sport paper that is never speaking about Juventus, except of today, because today they go with fino alla fine, until the end, the quote, the famous quote of Juventus. Why? Because yesterday Italy did 1-1 after that missed penalty of Jorginho, not the first one. I don't understand why he's still continuing to insist on taking the penalties. A penalty, if he would have scored it, that would have qualified Italy to the next round, or nearly sure. But it is what it is, so until the end, Italy will have to fight. Gazzetta dello Sport, Italia all'ultimo gol. Italy to the last goal. Why? Because Italy and Switzerland, they have the same points in the group. We have a last game to play in a few days, and that will be a decisive, not only the score of the game, but also how many goals for Italy to pass. Let's see if the Azzurri will be eliminated from the World Cup for a second time in a row. But we go back to Juventus because this is what matters. This morning there was a test game, 60 minutes. It's not really a friendly, it's more a training versus a Serie D amatorial team of the region of Piemonte, La Pianese. We played versus them with the players that we had at disposal, because we know that a lot of players were still recuperated from injury or back in shape. We are speaking about Arthur, we are speaking about McKENNIE, and so on and so on. They played today and they won 11-0, 30 minutes, not even a complete game. 4 goals of McKENNIE, 3 goals of Caio Giorgi, and then we had a doppietta, a brace from Zuelli, goal of Arthur, and goal of Compagnon. You can also see it in the pictures. One thing I want to stop, I would love to see one day, I don't know when, and I don't know if you want and you agree with me, but McKENNIE together with Caio Giorgi. Caio Ken, guy, I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Z, so you know what I'm talking about. Tutto sport, non mollate, don't give up. But what am I focusing on? Because we already spoke about Italian national team, is on the right side of the page when they're speaking about Kulusevski. The money of Kulusevski can be the solution to have Vlahovic, Dusan, the Serbian player that will play in a few days versus Portugal. a decisive game, because if Serbia win, they qualify. Pay attention to Dusan Vlahovic, number 9, because apparently Kulusevski is on the market. And if we have an offer from 35 million euro for Kulusevski, that at the moment didn't convince Allegri, that all the people at Juventus after 1 year and a half are starting to say, hey, we don't know where to put him, we need that number 9 strikers, like all the fans of Juve are realizing, maybe he will be the one that will leave already in January. Where? To Tottenham, maybe to Arsenal. Let's see where. He has some offer because he's a talented player. It's not sure that he will leave, but he can be the key to have some cash in and then go for Vlahovic, because even if Rocco Commisso, the president of Fiorentina, is speaking blah 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 for 80 million, no, the price of Vlahovic is 60 million, and maybe there is even opportunity to have him already in January. But the priority is not the striker, guys. How crazy it is, the priority is a midfielder. And we have to say that we won a midfielder for €0, because he was already in our team, he was lost. We are speaking about the American boy, Texas boy, Weston McKENNIE, that not only with Juventus is starting to do really well, but also taking back USA, the American team. USA, they are playing yesterday versus Mexico. They won 2-0. He scored at the 85th minute, asking to the USA fans to shut up and also celebrating with his magic wand. Grande McKENNIE, continue like that, because we need you. Juventus, that were thinking to sell McKENNIE, to put it on the market in the summer already, but also during January, they are starting to think, maybe we have to keep him. Maybe we have to keep him because he's starting to convince Allegri and the club, and that's a really good news. But that doesn't mean that our midfield is done, because we need more midfielders, like for example Camara, the player of Marseille, like One Football is saying. Pay attention, because Juventus will push to sign a midfielder. Who? Maybe Camara, because his contract will stop in January, at the end of the year, sorry. And we have Camara, but we have also other players like Witsel, also him contract expiring at the end of the year. So players that are actually quite cheap for January. Not only them, because we have the young players like Kone, Cajuste, and Zaccaria, the player that played yesterday versus Italy with Switzerland and did really well. So these are all the names around Juventus, guys. We are going for a midfielder. This is a fact. One for sure, depending of who we can sell, because apparently Rabiot is also on the departure list. So who knows, maybe we can sell 3 players in January: Kulusevski, Ramsey, and Rabiot. Hey, saving a lot of salary for the 2 first players, and then Kulusevski cashing in a lot of money. That can be a really beautiful one for Juventus, because then we can maybe go for Vlahovic, and maybe we can go for a beautiful midfielder, and the team could be more than complete to finish season 21-22. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Put a maximum of like. I know it's Saturday, I know you are probably in pajama, I know that you are a bit lazy. Like, subscribe, grazie, forza, Juve.